Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Kefiloe Sello, and today's video we're talking about Joburg Pride. So Joburg Pride is an event that happens every year where the members of the LGBTQ plus A community show up, and there is a march. Every march is it has its different purpose. So this year's march was to stand up for Uganda and the LGBTQ plus community in Uganda. And then and also there is various companies or organizations that show up and like who support Pride or support the LGBTQ plus community. And there's a bunch of performances as well. Really a huge celebration. It's like a whole full day event. It's really nice, really powerful and whatnot. So before we start, please follow me on Twitter, which is now X. Please follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. My social media platforms will show up. Handles will show up. So, and also I posted a couple of pictures on my social media platforms. So if you want to see proper pictures that I took at the Pride event, go check them out. So today, specifically, I come from a hospitality background. So I'll be sharing my hospitality expertise or point of view. Let me just say point of view. But before we get there, let me just say to the Joburg Pride organization, you guys ate. You guys ate. It was such a beautiful production. It was so beautiful. I have never had so much fun. Actually, I've been telling people that this was the best event I've ever attended this year. Hands down, this was the best event I've ever attended this year. It was that good. It was so good. The march, the food I had was okay, but we'll talk deeper into that. It was such a beautiful experience meeting people who I talk to on social media and having 2-second chats like, oh, how you doing? I see you, girl. Your fit is really beautiful and whatnot. It was such a beautiful experience. Yeah, and I will say that 5K march, my feet are still painful. Johannesburg Pride Organization, I need help. My feet are still painful. But that's a story for another day. But I really had fun. So I wrote here a couple of things that I wanted to talk about, mainly that I experienced. The march. The march was really nice. It was long. It was long. That 5K walk, and in an uphill. No, it was long, but I understand that it was for a good cause. However, my feet don't feel like that. My feet are not saying, Prince Kefiloe. My feet are saying, you need to rest. Who did you think you were? Who do you think you are? It was nice. And then let's talk about the food options. I mean, there were so many retailers there, or like food stands. I love it for them. From a hospitality point of view, if you guys are gonna call so many people, the food options that were there were adequate. I love it. I really love it because no one was holding one station. There was the same stands, but like spread out around the stadium. And I forgot to mention the Pride event was hosted at the stadium. Yeah, at the Wanderers Stadium in Rosebank or Santon or somewhere around there. I don't know. And then another thing is the food choices. They were really nice for a Pride event. The food I got there was like a burger and fries, and yeah, that's it. I really didn't need anything else. They also sold chisanyama, which is like dried meat. No, not yeah. They sold dried meat, chisanyama. It was really nice. I didn't have it though because I was going up and down and the queues were too long for my liking. So yeah. I will say the food options that were there were good. So I'm gonna give you guys, that point. And then when it comes to the alcohol options, I'm quite disappointed, to say the least. I'm quite disappointed because I don't know. I was expecting something more. Because for like cans they had 4 options, which was like a beer, a gin and tonic, a pre-mixed gin and tonic, and a Benini blush or something like that, or a brutal or something like that. 4 options, and then there is your straights, which your hard liquor. I mean your hard liquor. Yeah, it was quite disappointing because I had to stand in a long queue. And also another thing that I would like to mention is that your alcohol spots, or where you get sold alcohol, was not enough. And the reason that makes it not enough is also the things they sold the alcohol in. So you could only buy what's this? You could only buy is it a cup? Yeah, it's a cup. It's like a 500 milliliters cup. I really don't get it. Um, I would have loved to have had a jug at least. Like have a cup and a jug, because most people spend their time waiting on the queue for alcohol, which was of course, sorry for that. Which was a cup, and then by the time you get out of there, you're already thirsty. You're downing the cup, and then you need to go back to the line. So if it was better with like a jug, which you guys had in 2019. So yeah, that's a suggestion I have, or I would have loved to see it. I hope you guys next year will do better when it comes to the alcohol options, which were very limited. And the only gin, I like gin, and the only gin was Tanqueray. What's this? Tanqueray. Yeah, the original, the green bottle, which not quite nice. Actually, it's nice, but I wanted more because it was the only gin you guys had. I wanted more, And then I would have loved in the activations that they had, because they had Google, they had Mercedes, they had other political parties there to show support for the LGBTQ plus community. They also had Coca-Cola as well, and whatnot. I would have loved to have a photo booth, because in 2019 we had a photo booth which took like 3 photos, and then they sent you guys via email. I'll show you guys the picture now. And then there wasn't that, because I really would have loved to like get the picture taken by the organization and then sent to me, instead of me taking with my own photo, because it also had some form of branding and whatnot. And then another thing, I think that's the only suggestions I have, or like the things I really didn't enjoy that much. But besides that was the most fun I had. And I also got the opportunity to meet people who I interact with on social media. My fellow influencers, my fellow content creators. I met so many beautiful. They were so beautiful. Oh, there were so beautiful people. There were so many beautiful people. There were so beautiful people. My English is not making sure. I think I'm still recovering from that situation. It was such a ball. It was really such a ball. And also I went there with a friend, which was really nice, because you really don't want to go alone to such events. You really don't want to go alone. When you go alone to such events, you're gonna get bored, and you really need like a friend. So yeah. And also the one thing I liked was the venue. The venue was a stadium, and it was big enough for anyone to walk around, up and down. Because now when you're drinking, how do you say? Up, down. It's can't explain it. It's too much. It's a mess, but it's nice. It's nice because you're drinking, you're meeting new people, you guys are seeing people that you had talking stages with. You're like, oh, I know you. Oh, this one is my ex. Oh, that was the person I want. Oh, that's the person I was accused of sleeping with. Oh, that was the person I'm shopping at dinner. Oh, whoa, whoa. There's so many things, things like that. But as a collab, it was really nice. It was a vibe. One of the performances they had was really a vibe. A vibe. Oh, guys, I've never danced so much. I rarely go to events, but that was a vibe. That was something I really, really enjoyed. That was something I really enjoyed. Even though I got there because the gates opened at 10 and then I went there. We arrived there at least at 2 o'clock when the parade was starting because we were like, we are tired, guys. We're tired. Me and my friend were tired. We're like, I'm gonna get there at 2 o'clock and do the march and come back and drink and enjoy ourselves, then leave. It was so nice. I really don't know how to put it, but it was such a beautiful experience. I don't know. And also, sorry for that. And also something that happened was so the stadium, of course, as the stadium had like branding of like different brands, right? And don't judge me for this. Let me come closer. Don't judge me for this, because I'm a content creator. So don't judge me for this. So I saw a brand that I worked with in the past month. In the past month that I worked with, which is Shield and ShopRite. So I decided I'm gonna take a picture with the Shield brand banner or something like that. Yeah, Shield something. And my friend were looking at me like, what's going on? And then a couple of people who were also attending at Pride, they were like, why is this person taking a random picture with like a board? What's going on? But anyways, as a collab. So I took a picture with the brand that I worked with because I was like, I'm an influencer now. I'm a content creator, so I'm gonna enjoy this moment. And I took that picture. And I'm not shy to share the picture. I didn't share it on my Instagram though because of But anyways, I took the picture, which was really nice. So one thing I wanted to come on here and say was, it was such a beautiful experience. It was such a beautiful experience that, in also an important part is that in our community, there's so many things happening. There's the grinder scandal. There is too much going on the side. So the Pride event was really needed. It came at a perfect time. Even though it happens the same month, which is the international or the Pride month in South Africa, which is October, and then the Pride event happens in the last Saturday of the month. It came at a nice time because wow, it was such a beautiful experience, and also meeting nice people. Meeting people that I've been saying, meeting people that I talk to here, and I'm like, wow, guys, that is such a bomb-ass event. It was so nice. And as a person who rarely goes out, I went there, and then after that, I didn't go to a second location. You know why I'm saying this? My friend Tabiso went out to a second and third location. Mautu azwang hona jwale. Abo because 2 weeks ago, Miguel embassy. Miguel are forced to the second and third location. But anyways, thank you guys for joining me. That's it. And also sorry for not posting last week, girls. Sorry for not posting last week. I was too preoccupied with some things, I was too preoccupied. Sorry for that. But thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. Please don't forget to follow me on my social media platforms, which is X, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I'm not a serious person when it comes to recording things. But yes, thank you guys for joining me. I really had a fun time. And yeah, that was just my experience. It was so nice. It was so beautiful, so gracious. And I hope I'm not forgetting anything. But thank you guys. See you guys on the next video. Bye. Stop.